Secretary Varam came around, gave his support. One step closer to being opposition leader. System works. But there's another candidate back on Balmora. Leyland Fiskin. He's trouble.
Knowing your foe is the first step.
He's a war veteran. Household name. Respectable. Fiskin struck already. Arrested my followers back home over an operation years ago. Says they set a bomb that killed Imperials and Balmoran soldiers. Those Balmorans were traitors, selling ordnance to the Empire. Planned to destroy a village. My people saved lives.
If people know your followers made that choice, that will destroy Fiskin's credibility.
I need evidence. Greystar authorized the bombing. He kept detailed journals. The evidence I need. All Greystar's journals were destroyed on Balmora. Darth Lacris orders. Must be copies elsewhere, though.
Proving your followers innocent is a worthy cause. If you need anything, just ask.
Appreciate it. Let me try first. No one's clean. Journals might have dirt on Leyland Fiskin, too. Fastest way to neutralize him.
Let me know how the search goes.
I'll keep you apprised. Might have evidence to clear the charges against my men. I found Greystar's journals. A group of Balmoran resistance fighters were on a mission to Nar Shaddaa. Never left. They have copies of the journals.
Considering what happened on Balmora, you're fortunate any copy survived.
Just have to collect them. These men lost contact with us. Happens sometimes. They don't know Greystar's gone, or anything else. Their leader is Kalen Jays, one of my trainees once. I should go to Nar Shaddaa, tell him the news myself.
You'll want to know about Ty Corden, and that Darth Lacris is dead.
Still love hearing that. Won't be gone long. Pick up a shuttle to Nar Shaddaa, meet Jays, bring the journals back. Simple. Don't get shot while I'm away. Back. Met Kalen Jays. Journals are safe.
Have you had a chance to study them?
Started, but had thinking to do. Jays didn't want to give me the journals. Said Greystar left standing orders if he was killed or captured. The journals should be destroyed. And Greystar told Jays not to give the journals to me. Ever. For any reason.
How did you convince Jays to give them to you?
Shot him in the foot. Started reading on the way back. Greystar had plenty to say. He wrote in shorthand, tough to decipher. But there's enough evidence to release my men. Leyland Fiskin's charges fell apart. Need to go on the attack now, before Fiskin's campaign recovers.
What are you planning?
Journals have some intel on Fiskin, too. Hence he took a bribe from an Imperial prisoner. Revealing it would hit him hard.
The Balmoran people deserve to know what kind of man he is.
Done and done. No idea why Greystar didn't want me reading his journals. They're strange. So much history. Talks about people I knew. Like they're still... Back to work.
If you want to attack someone, you can do better than an unarmed youngster. So you made Lek lure us here, thinking you could add Quaizen to your body count. I hope you're ready for the same fate as your victims.
Toram oras kajaba, kurkunskara. Skocharat mas osla, spetod tranis. Undang polua, your scam popre.
Wouldn't being captured by Gwara erase your score?
Wajul lambasas, pars kupotrak. Nodraksk. Undang polua, ram oras kajaba, kurkunskara. Orfex, rajo raunor, do unskka. Das tanga rasjak. Shiver skorsk, kus, zonkelis, korraa. Besade mohargask, bakabas, kuksasek, otrafels project.
Did you recognize the Trandoshan you saw?
Korskrana, Kodarticha. Besade mohargask, bakabas, kuksasek, otrafels project. Lohasan mar kliks tulama. Porta vrapsak, doskroskores, shiver skors.
If you intend to find Venom, you won't be hunting alone.
Shiver skors, avrasik, retas. Skocharat mas osla, spetod tranis. Undang polua, galskam popre. Belski, krak, rinkhons, ruksak. Radost projects, Victor Zarsk, Parsk Potrak, Workankisk.
Now we can talk without sub-zero wind in our ears. Thank you. Not just for saving my guys. You got me out of Hoth. You have no idea how much I was starting to hate that planet.
I found Hoth rather picturesque, actually.
Digging graves out there takes the bloom off, I'm afraid. You know, I missed the rest of the unit already. Even Kree. But they're going home, and that's the important thing. They've earned it. Your friend Kaizen's something else. He was asking how many kills I've made?
In Trandoshan society, an individual's status is determined by hunting.
Oh. Wonder what your status is if you say, I don't keep count. He's odd company for a Jedi Master. I've been posted all over, but I haven't met many Trandoshans. Or Jedi. I always think of Jedi Masters as being stationed on Tython, and being... well, you're more hands-on than I expected.
I'd rather be protecting the galaxy than be shackled to the Jedi Temple.
Absolutely. Safe gets dull. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to not have blaster shots parting my hair, and I haven't had a billet this good in... years. Trandoshans, Jedi, it's all good. I'm glad to be here.
Please stand by for a priority communication from Supreme Chancellor Leontine Suresh of the Galactic Republic.
I'm honored to speak with you again, Master Jedi. Your victory over the Sith infiltrators saved the Republic, but we face new threats to our security.
It isn't every day the leader of the Free Galaxy calls. How can I help you, Madam Chancellor?
The Hutt Cartel has invaded Republic space and seized the planet Makeb. We will respond to this unprovoked act of aggression in full force. My War Council will be convening on Keylander Station in the Makeb system. I ask that you join us immediately.
I'll set a course for the Makeb system right now.
I'll meet you there. Please hurry. We must act quickly and decisively against the Hutt's aggression.
Most cordial greetings. I am Zen Thrilo, Republic Protocol Officer. Welcome to Makeb and Keylander Station. Please hold all questions. Supreme Chancellor Suresh and her delegation are arriving.
My friends, this wise Jedi Master has protected the Republic from dangers without and within time and again. I can think of no greater guardian of our security.
You know better than to sweet-talk me, Chancellor. There's trouble. What do you need me to do about it?
I'm glad to see success and fame haven't changed you. Victory over the Empire lies within our grasp. But first, we must face a cowardly act of unwarranted aggression. Supreme Commander Malcolm.
13 days ago, the Hutt cartel violated Republic space and seized the planet Makeb. They've blockaded the system with 30 Ajur-class heavy cruisers.
Makeb's citizens have formally pledged to join the Republic if we respond to their crisis. We will not abandon them to the Hutt's brutality.
If we're willing to fight the Hutt cartel for control of a planet that's been neutral up until now, we must have good reason.
Makeb is a paradise. Quality of living standards significantly above the galactic average. Thriving mining and tourism industries. A world worth saving and having.
Severe atmospheric conditions on Makeb make large-scale troop landings impossible. We need help from local resistance forces to pull this off.
One of Makeb's business leaders, Shalem Avesta, is awaiting you on the surface. I want you working closely with him.
If he's bold enough to stand up to the Hutts, he'll be worth listening to.
Shalem would sooner accept a live grenade than Hutt rule. Liberating Makeb is your top priority, but I want the Hutt's ambitions ended permanently. Grandmaster Satil Shan has insight regarding our enemy's future plans.
The Jedi Council has meditated on the cartel's actions. We believe that Makeb is a staging point for a larger attack on the entire galaxy.
The Hutts will not be allowed to expand their dominion at our expense.
It's always an honor to face down the enemies of the Republic, Madam Chancellor.
When our enemy realizes who they're facing, I predict a hasty retreat. A shuttle will transport you to Shalem Avesta's encampment on the surface. Go now, and show the galaxy the Republic is not to be trifled with.
You're one of the Republic heroes come to free my homeworld. You're just... wow. I wish we'd joined the Republic ages ago.
When you stand with the Republic, it stands with you. We'll protect you from the Hutts, the Empire, and anyone who threatens your freedom.
That means a lot. The past 2 weeks have been a nightmare. I was here when the Hutts blocked all of Makeb's comm channels. Haven't been able to get a signal from my family since. No idea what's happened down there.
The Hutts haven't been in control of your world for long. Most likely your relatives are safe in their homes.
That's what I keep telling myself. Don't know if they told you, but Makeb's atmosphere's a real mess. Most ships get torn to bits by electrical storms on entry. My baby's got special ion shields to absorb electromagnetic interference, but we're still in for a rough ride. Hopefully we won't land in little pieces.
Didn't Makeb's first colonists run into this problem? The interference destroyed their communication equipment. They had to build the colony in isolation.
Right. Took decades to build a world worth having. Now the Hutts have stolen it away. My shuttle's prepped. Hop aboard and we'll be on our way. I want to take your anti-nausea stims too.
Honor my home, Master Jedi. I'm Shalem Avesta. The Supreme Chancellor promised us relief, but you're more than I ever hoped. My family helped found Makeb. Avesta Mining has led our business council for decades. I was practically chief of state before the cartel's takeover. It wasn't an easy decision, but if joining the Republic is the only way to reclaim my home world's freedom, so be it.
We're your only chance of defeating the Hutts. You either work with us or take them on alone.
Forgive me if I sounded ungrateful. Of course we're happy to join your Republic. Ilisov is a former mercenary with the Interstellar Regulators. Until recently, Makeb's trusted private army and police force.
Quit when the Regulators sold out to the Hutts. I don't betray a client for credits.
Exceptions like him notwithstanding. The cartel bought off the Regulator forces and turned our former protectors against us.
coup of this scale doesn't happen overnight. The Hutts must have had these mercenaries in their pockets for months.
Some regulators started doing side jobs for the cartel a while back. They're all in command positions now.
I still don't know why this has happened. We've conducted peaceful business with the Hutt cartel for years.
Casualty and damage reports coming in. Talau City got rattled pretty hard, but no injuries. Lucky.
That's the 5th groundquake since the Hutt's takeover. The last one leveled the Taigun mining colony. They're still pulling bodies from the rubble.
These groundquakes started after the Hutts invaded. Doesn't sound like a coincidence.
You aren't the first to voice that thought. My niece Lemda is a respected geophysicist. She joined our resistance to prove there's a link between the groundquakes and the Hutt's deep core mining.
She was taking seismic readings on a deserted mesa when a whole company of regulators swarmed in. We lost contact with her.
I sent search parties to bring Lemda back, but they aren't trained or equipped to fight a mercenary force of that size.
I came to drive the cartel off Makeb, not investigate ground tremors or babysit your niece.
Please, this is important. The Hutts would never have sent that many regulators after Lemda without good reason.
Getting reports from our search parties. Dozens of regulators have pushed them back to the landing zone. We lose that, we'll never find Lemda.
Tell your people they'll soon fight alongside Jedi. I know a thing or two about solving mysteries the hard way.
Let's hope the regulators are smart enough to recognize when they're outmatched. Take my personal shuttle to Friend Mesa. Lane Farrow is our man at the landing zone.
Heard you. My name's Prosk, in case Slick here didn't enunciate clearly. Kid's an accountant, barely knows which way to point a blaster. Can't say I'm much better. Used to be a mining foreman. We've set up barricades, but they're not doing much against the regulators. What's the plan, boss?
We'll stand between you and harm. The power of the Force will protect us.
I sure hope so, Master Jedi.
Scouts report regulators headed this way. Big group.
Everyone's manning a barricade. Find one and dig in! Master Jedi, I've never... Those regulators... You're incredible!
I'll drink to that, Slick. Those mercs will think twice about hitting us again. We owe you one.
You could have run, but you held your ground and defended a greater cause. That's heroism.
We're in this for Makeb, Master Jedi. Backing down's not an option. Shalem sent you to find Lemda, right? Bring back his whatever niece in her research. We haven't had much luck there.
Her campsite was ransacked. The regulators must have already captured her and confiscated all the research data. Shalem's right. She found something important.
This just became a rescue mission. If the regulators have Lemda, where would they take her?
Scanners indicate no one except you has landed on or left the mesa since the regulators came. That means she's still here. Probably at one of their camps.
Great. There's half a dozen camps and no way to pinpoint which one she's at. Have to keep hitting them until she turns up.
When I assault those camps, the regulators attacking here will fall back to reinforce their camps.
Good. We could use a breather. A few of our search parties never made it back. You find any other prisoners, send them here.
Someone here might know how to slice the regulators' comm frequency and find out what they're doing. Ask around, Prosk.
Slick takes charge with his big brain. On it, boss.
We'll hold this landing zone as long as it takes. Good luck.
Red Team, come in. This is Vice Commandant Grevin. We've scanned heavy fire in your zone. Status report.
That's a real fancy title, Grevin. Did you make it up yourself?
I command regulator forces on this whole hemisphere. You've got two choices. Surrender now, or die. You're outnumbered by troops who have run ops in 30 systems. Our victory rate is 100%. You got lucky this time. It won't happen again. You should have taken the hint. I command the regulators, and I've got plenty of reinforcements to throw your way. Now they're angry.
The longer you waste my time, the worse it'll be when I find you.
Good luck with that. My regulators get double pay to bring me your head.
It's Prosk. You read? We sliced the Merc's comm network. Hearing all kinds of interesting chatter. Whatever you're doing, it's paying off. The Mercs have pulled back. The landing zone's all ours.
Take the battle to them. Chase that scum off the nearest cliff.
Understood. We'll keep listening to the Merc's bellyache too. Might learn something we can use. Keep up the pressure.
Prosk, come in. We've taken out multiple regulator camps. Still no sign of Lambda.
Scouts report you've got those mercenaries chasing their own tails. Lambda has to be nearby. I'll take some men out and cover more ground.
Think you're clever? Killing my people? Slicing our comm channel? Every time you hit us, the Hutts crack down even harder on the nice people of Makeb. They're dying because of you.
You're supposed to protect Makeb, but you sold out to the Hutts. How much are they paying you to execute innocent people?
Enough, obviously. Make your peace while you can.
Prosk, do you read? Another camp down and still no Lambda. Any luck on your end?
Hang on. Getting a distress call. It's her! Patching through.
Blast, is this stupid thing working? Hello? Hello?
We read you, Lambda. Your uncle sent a rescue team. The Republic's here, look!
Shalem didn't send more?
The mercenaries thought the same thing, and they got a nasty surprise.
If you say so. My guards abandoned their posts and left me alone. You must be the murdering scum they went after. I broke free and ran to the nearest quake shelter. I'm the only person here. Sending you coordinates.
Don't move. The mesa is crawling with regulators. Stay put and let us come get you.
I'm not setting foot out there. Wait, what was that noise? Is that on your end?
Lost her. They're blocking her signal. My team's close to that quake shelter. Meet you there.
You got a lot of my friends killed today. Greven said I could return the favor.
This ends here.
You scum!
The shelter's collapsing! We have to get out!
Let's end this! I didn't come all this way to die. Let's go.
There's never been a groundquake like that in Makeb's history. Geologic instability has increased 1,000-fold since the Hutt takeover. Seismic readings and core stability fluctuations both indicate impending catastrophe. These groundquakes are the direct result of Hutt deep core mining that's going to destroy Makeb.
When you say destroy Makeb, I assume that means more than your tourist trade.
The fireworks will be a great crowd pleaser, but only if the crowds are in orbit. Every scrap of data I collected here proves the Hutt cartel's deep drilling has destabilized Makeb. These groundquakes are only the start. Entire mesas will collapse. After that, gravitational decay will strip away the atmosphere, kill everything. Makeb will become totally uninhabitable.
There has to be a way to reverse the damage, bring stability back to this world.
Yes, but this isn't the place to discuss it. I think there's a way to save Makeb, but I need you to work with me. I'll warn you now. I'm snappish. Everyone says so. It's not personal.
Don't apologize. You hold your own and you're not afraid of anyone. You're my kind of woman, Lambda.
Every man says that at first. Most don't mean it.
You made it! We followed Prosk's signal and... Where's Prosk?
I'm sorry. He didn't. He's gone.
He gave his life saving Lambda. The best way to honor that sacrifice is by continuing the fight.
I know. I will. We'll get her back to Shalem. There's a clear path back to the landing zone, thanks to you.
Meet me at Uncle Shalem's office. We need to figure out a plan. Fast. This is nothing, Uncle. I've run the numbers. 2 days, maybe less. And your office is at the bottom of a sinkhole.
At least your expensive education has finally amounted to something.
Told you I'd repay that loan. Bet you're wishing you'd listened to me sooner. Not dismissed me as a loudmouth conservationist.
Master Jedi, Lambda told me of your incredible rescue. Words cannot convey my thanks. We suspected Makeb was becoming unstable, but I had no idea things were this bad. We never should have let the Hutt cartel establish their mining operation.
Lambda mentioned that there's a way to stop this disaster. What is it?
The regulators who held me hostage were a chatty bunch. Mostly filthy language and bragging about their blasters, but the leader said something interesting. He mentioned Project Failsafe, a Hutt emergency plan if their mining went wrong. That mercenary believed the Hutts have something to instantly stabilize Makeb.
The cartel wouldn't have a failsafe if they didn't plan on pushing Makeb to the brink of destruction. We can't allow that.
Glad you feel that way, because you need to steal it, assuming we can find it.
Talos City, the Hutt Embassy database.
Ilasof's right. Data on Project Failsafe would be stored in the Hutt Embassy's computers in Talos City. Unfortunately, that's under cartel control. We need Chief Hercule, Talos City's former security commander. He and a few loyal men have a hidden camp outside the city. They'll get you inside the city and embassy.
Why is he hiding outside the city? Did he get fired as security commander?
In a manner of speaking. The Hutts put a death mark on his head. The Hutts control Talos City and the surrounding area. They'll have to land a shuttle in the countryside. Expect plenty of regulators. Chief Hercule's camp is hidden at these coordinates.
Don't die. You're all we've got.
Could learn from you.
Shalem Avesta sent us. He says you know a way into the Hutt Embassy.
A real live Jedi Master. Now we're talking. Pardon the stink. Haven't been near a shower in days. Hutt Embassy's locked up tight. Used to have a fancy-pants bureaucrat helping us inside, Representative Eklund, but he's gone quiet. Probably dead. Good news is, the cartel hasn't changed anything at their embassy. Got the same turrets, droids, passcodes I set up for them. Lazy Hutts.
How do you know they haven't set up new procedures and kept them secret?
The other great thing about Hutts? They're overconfident. Never expected to be facing the likes of you, either. You want inside the Hutt Embassy, you'll have to finesse 3 layers of security. First layer is heavy turrets in the courtyard. The only good thing to come out of these groundquakes is that they expose the turret power generators. Overload those, and turrets lose their punch.
I doubt the Hutts left those generators unguarded. How hard will it be to reach them?
City's under curfew. Streets are crawling with Hutt-loyal regulators. Security Layer 2 is the embassy's main door. 3 meters of reinforced durasteel. Even a lightsaber would take hours to cut through. But the door will unlock for a diplomatic passcode. You can generate one by accessing the government building secure terminal.
Get inside the government building, slice the secure terminal for a passcode, and get out. Next?
Last but not least are the security droids. Top-of-the-line Arcanian models. Nasty disposition. Shoot intruders on sight. Good news is they can be reprogrammed. The droid control station in my old security HQ will do the trick.
Turning the droids against the Hutts will be poetic justice. You've been most helpful, Chief. We're going in.
Hit those objectives and I guarantee you'll get inside the embassy. Whether you'll find your answers is a different matter. If Representative Eklund's still alive, maybe help him escape. He's a fuss budget, but basically all right. I'll keep a comm channel open when I can.
You won't have to worry about those turrets. That passcode will open the embassy's main doors. That should take care of the security droids. The Hutt embassy's all yours. Mind your step in there.
Acknowledging new ident code. Greetings, Senior Command Unit 223.
You're a credit to your security programming. I'll be sure to put in a commendation.
Acknowledged. Feel free to inspect the embassy. You will find everything in order.
Wait, please. I'm an unarmed civilian. Representative Eklund with the Makeb Provisional Authority Council. I'm the official liaison to the Hutt cartel. Whatever you need, I'll make sure you get it. Just don't hurt me.
I'm working with Shalem Avesta. He sent me to get information on the Hutt cartel's plans.
And he thought the best way to do it was to attack their embassy? Typical. Like it or not, the Hutts control Makeb now. Our only option is to cooperate, make the best of our new situation. Instead, Shalem stirs up trouble. He doesn't realize how much worse the Hutts could make things for us.
The Hutts aren't here to rule Makeb. They're here to destroy it. Their deep drilling has destabilized the planetary core.
Why would they do that? Makeb is an investment for them. If they destroy the planet, they lose their assets. Besides, most of the Hutts are here on the surface. If the planet explodes, they go with it. It's illogical.
Geological readings show this planet is coming apart, but we think the Hutts have a Project Failsafe to deal with the situation.
Knowing Shalem, you'll risk anything to find it. Well, I'll save some lives and help quash this rumor for good. If this Project Failsafe exists, there must be some record of it in the Embassy's archives. I'll get you access to them. But the Hutts are on high alert. They've already summoned reinforcements. You'll have to deal with them. I'll meet you in the archive room.
You're taking a great risk. You must care deeply about Makeb.
I do. Enough to know when to fight and when to cooperate. You worry about those reinforcements. I'll make sure we can access the Hutt archives. Good luck.
Security protocols have been disabled. Eklund came through.
Almost. I ran when I heard the fighting. Let me finish this. The Hut in charge of Makeb is named Taboro. If Project Failsafe exists, there should be some reference to it in his communication logs.
I assume you've met Taboro. What's your take on him?
He isn't your typical Hut. Quick profits matter less to him than long-term gains. Here, a holo from someone named Vidrig has a Project Failsafe tag. Let's hear what it says.
Greetings, O great and glorious Taboro. I'm happy to report that Project Failsafe is both on schedule and under budget. Your Grand Arc is approaching completion. As these schematics illustrate, the Ark's ingenious outer layer will completely shield the vessel and its precious contents from Makeb's atmospheric unpleasantness. The cargo hold will store your entire Isotope 5 stockpile, while your chosen few companions travel in luxurious comfort on the Ark's upper decks.
The Hutts don't have a way to save Makeb from breaking apart. They're just planning to leave the planet before that happens. You are on your own.
They'll abandon us? Leave everyone to die? That's monstrous.
Mighty Taboro, may I suggest replacing the standard passenger cabins with deluxe suites more suited to a Hutt of your stature? I can easily add them before the Ark's completion.
This holo is recent. Vidrig is still building the Ark. That means there's time to steal it for ourselves and evacuate the planet. Based on the schematics, we'll have room for the whole population if we convert the cargo hold to carry passengers.
There are only so many places the Hutts could hide such a massive project. We have to find it.
Evacuating this planet will require someone with resources and contacts. Shalem Avesta has both.
I'll scour these archives and transmit everything I find to Shalem. Given the circumstances, I feel rather unsafe remaining here. There's a shuttle pad nearby. If you remove the guards and unlock the shuttles, we could all fly away safely.
Guess my advice worked, huh? Shalem told me to patch you through right away.
We're already analyzing the Project Failsafe plans Representative Eklund transmitted to us. They're sickening. Taboro the Hutt is masterminding the greatest crime in galactic history. With Vidrig's Ark, they'll escape Makeb and leave us all to die. We can't let that happen.
The only way that Ark's leaving is with us at the helm and Makeb's people safe inside it.
If there's any justice in the galaxy, we'll get to see the look on Taboro's face as we depart in his starship.
I matched the Ark's construction site map to topographic readings. The Ark's being built at a secret facility inside the giant sphere. That's a big tourist trap, a mesa with a hollow interior. Too dangerous to colonize, but perfect for hiding an Ark's construction.
An unplanned assault could result in irreparable damage to the Ark. What's the safest way to secure the ship?
Not sure yet, Master Jedi. But we have probe droids gathering intel right now. Contact me when you're at the giant spear. I'll help you plan this attack. It won't be an easy fight.
Don't look at me. I've got a city to evacuate. Good luck.
Ilisov, we're at the giant spear. What have you got for us?
We set probe droids to scan the zone ahead of you. Their readings, not good news. Regulator fire teams are patrolling the site. Some of Vice Commandant Grevin's finest, backed by top lieutenants from the Hutt cartel. Everyone's packing military hardware.
You're the expert on regulator tactics. How do we get through your old friends?
The fire teams are spread out for patrol sweeps. Take those teams out fast enough and you shouldn't have to worry about a coordinated defense. The Ark construction site's behind a triple-plated durasteel blast door. Takes 3 separate keycards to open the thing. Only cartel representatives carry them. Guess the Hutts only trust the regulators up to a point. You need to find the cartel's top lieutenants and get their keycards.
Would it be possible to simply cut through the door with, say, a lightsaber?
You'd be at it for days. one thing Huts know how to make is strong doors. Contact me when you've unlocked the blast door. I'll let you know if we find anything else in these files. Good luck.
Ilisov, we're through the blast door.
Good. Seal it behind you. There ought to be a control panel nearby. Scramble the security codes. That'll keep reinforcements from following you. Schematics for the Ark construction site are a mess. Can't tell what half the symbols mean. Just do whatever it takes to secure the Ark, and good luck.
This is insane. My men are working triple overtime and we're still falling behind.
Work faster.
That's not... Look, we both know Vidrig's skimming off the top. If this keeps up, we'll never finish the Ark.
You got a big mouth, Tiero. Maybe I'll shut it for you.
Be aware, friend. No being is unarmed when others will stand up for him.
Wait. You're who Taboro's yelling about. Give me a hand here. He's worth a fortune dead.
Republic, huh? Don't know what you're doing on Makeb, but thanks. These cartel idiots won't listen to reason. I tried calling for help and get a blaster shoved in my face. The Hutts work us to death, treat us like slaves, no, like animals.
We're here to commandeer the Ark for the people of Makeb. Once it's secure, you and your men will be freed.
We're working 18-hour days, no breaks, no visits home. It's all on Vidrig's orders. My men break their backs building his Ark while he steals everything not bolted down. Thanks to Vidrig, the Ark's weeks behind schedule. My crew can't finish the ship while that slimy Devaronian's selling off its components.
Vidrig, fast talker, horns on his head. Likes kissing up to Hutts.
Oh, you know him. I'll tell my crew to lay low. Put Vidrig in his place, and we'll help you out however we can.
Got the best Ugnaught engineer in 4 sectors on retainer. She's a genius with electroplumbing.
You'll have the classiest refresher in Coruscant, boss.
Still can't decide what to put in the sonic shower. Felucian glimmerstones look so elegant, but I love Rylothian onyx tile.
Feel free to go solve your interior decorating problem. This entire facility is now Republic property.
You're that Republic hero Taboro's screaming about on the Hollow. The cartel's so worried they're paying double to finish the Ark ahead of schedule. That's on top of what they're offering to kill you. Never let it be said I'm not generous in defeat. You can have this incredible marvel of starship design at a 20% discount. 30%?
Do you prefer quick executions? I'm leaning toward slow and painful myself.
I'm hoping to bid you up. How about temporary crippling? I admit the ship needs a little work, but she's almost ready to fly. Besides, being incomplete means there's room to customize. Let me live, and I'll have this baby ready to leave the atmosphere in no time. You won't find a better offer, trust me.
I'm in no mood to negotiate with a greedy thug. You earned your fate.
This one's actually useful. We can put him to work.
Anything you want. I'll get my welding gloves.
Haven't had contact with the outside in weeks. This is Foreman Inteiro, and Republic forces calling from Giant Spear. Does anyone read?
Loud and clear, Inteiro. We sent those Republic forces. What's the Ark status? Is it secure?
Go ahead. Give him the bad news about the Ark.
It's incomplete, but... is the Ark that important?
Foreman, this is Shalem Avesta. Makeb's core is tearing apart, and we can't stop it. That Ark is our people's only hope of escape. If I send you every able body I have, and guarantee your safety, can you finish the Ark in time to evacuate our world?
I'll blasted well try.
The Hutts are surely organizing a counterattack. We're forming a battle plan to defeat it. We'll brief you back here, hurry!
We sealed the blast door to keep Hutt reinforcements out, but there's bound to be another way out of here.
Vidrig kept a private shuttle pad nearby. You can take his transport while we get to work.
We can't thank you enough for securing the Ark, Master Jedi. You turned certain death into a chance for survival.
We've bought a reprieve, but now the Hutts have something to fight for, and their forces outnumber ours.
You're more right than you know. We intercepted priority signals from the cartel. Every regulator in this hemisphere has been ordered to retake the Ark at all costs.
Ilisov, organize a defense force. Anyone willing to fight gets a blaster and a ride to the Ark's construction site. Go now.
We'll need your shuttle, Navigator. Come on.
Shalem, contact your allies. We'll need all the help we can get.
Already done. Impending doom was an excellent motivator. My people are scouting for regulator activity and reporting what they find. We've identified one major staging area.
The Fingers. Originally one mesa, until a quake redecorated the place. Now it's held together by a series of interconnected energy fields, light bridges.
The regulators store heavy artillery and weapon caches there. If those mercenaries rearm, they'll blast us to oblivion.
If the splintered mesa is barely held together, one strong quake will wipe out these weapons for good.
Too much to hope for. Seismic forecast models indicate the Fingers are safe for the short term. If I'm wrong, feel free to complain.
You're our best shot at taking out those caches and artillery before the enemy reaches them. We know the Regulators' army also includes war droids and a battle platform. We're still scouting for those.
Translation. He's finding lots of ways to risk your life.
It's a good thing I have a reason to always come back.
Flirting with disaster. Literally.
Once you've destroyed the artillery and weapon caches in the Fingers, contact me. I should have additional targets by then. Good luck.
Shalem, come in. The regulator's weapon caches are all destroyed.
Outstanding. I hope you're ready for more. We've detected an army of war droids massing for an attack. If those war droids make it across that bridge, they'll slaughter everyone in their path, including us.
If the Hutts can set up a light bridge, we can take it down.
I had something slightly more destructive in mind. The war droids are holding position for now, but you could lure them out by transmitting false orders from the mercenary army's comm towers. Once the droids are halfway across the light bridge, you could deactivate it. Drop the whole army into the depths.
Those droids will spend the rest of this fight 7 kilometers down.
At the rate the planet's collapsing, they won't have time to rust. Slice into the mercenary comm towers, transmit the false marching orders, and deactivate the light bridge at the perfect moment. Good luck.
Counter-terrorists win.
War droid army is gone for good. The regulators will think twice before setting foot on that light bridge.
I know the cost per unit of those war droids. Between them and the weapons you destroyed, the regulators are over 300 million credits in the red.
They need to learn that working for the Hutts will always be a losing proposition.
Let's drive the point home, shall we? We finally tracked down the main mercenary base. A floating battle platform called the Storm Carrier. Vice Commandant Grevin, the mercenary leader, is gathering troops there. We can't let Grevin's forces reach the Ark. The only way to stop the Storm Carrier is by overloading its power reactors to meltdown.
Should we eliminate Vice Commandant Grevin, or is he worth more as a prisoner?
Grevin knows the Hutts won't tolerate failure. I doubt he'll let himself be captured. Sending you the Storm Carrier's coordinates. Our scouts report there's a regulator shuttle near your position. You can fly it directly to the enemy and take them completely by surprise. Everything's riding on this. May fortune smile on us all.
Return to your post.
overloading the reactors. Protect the control terminals at all costs. $1 million credits to whoever finds the intruders. 10 million to whoever kills them.
Warning. Warning. Reactors 2, 5, and 8. Approaching critical mass. Carrier cooling system has been disabled.
I knew you were ruthless, but you'd destroy this carrier. Kill everyone aboard just to make a point. If I didn't have to shoot you, I'd give you a job.
I've been hoping we'd meet. You've been on my to-kill list since I got here.
What a coincidence. You're on my list too. Once you're dead, the cartel's paying us more than we'd earn in a lifetime from this planet's idiot government. Makeb can burn for all we care. So can your republic. Isotope 5 will change everything. Once they're done mining Makeb, the Hutts will own this galaxy.
The cartel is destroying Makeb to mine Isotope 5. What makes that substance worth all this?
No point telling you. Won't do any good. You've cost me a fortune today, but I can still recover my expenses. Time to settle your debt.
Network meltdown in progress. Abandon ship. Repeat. Abandon ship.
Need a lift. Hang on, I'm coming in.
People of Makeb, your heroes, return.
Watch out. Uncle Shalem's running for president of whatever planet we all move to.
This distinguished Jedi has protected our oppressed people and bestowed hope on Makeb. The regulators are defeated. The Ark is secured.
Makeb is a paradise. You built this planet with blood, sweat, patience, and love. Now your home is dying, as all things must. But you won't die with it. You will survive. Gather your memories and your friends close. Cherish the legacy of Makeb, and your world will live on. The Force is with you.
I meant what I said. All of it. The Ark is safe, and we'll soon have it ready to fly. We've earned a moment to celebrate. Especially you.
Maybe Lemda can show me the sights. This might be our only chance to relax.
I'll relax when I'm not standing on a planet that's falling apart. But I appreciate the offer.
We finally have mighty Tomorrow the Hutt's attention. Calling to congratulate us, old friend?
You're not much of a salesman, Tomorrow, but I've always wanted to see a Hutt grovel. Can you actually bend over enough to kiss the ground?
Spare us your empty threats, Toboro. Makeb is doomed, and the Ark is our only escape. If we give it back, we're all dead.
I've had all I can take of your jabbering. You want to play rough? Be right there.
I recognize where that droid was attacking. Tarlem. It's a small city without defenses. I'll summon a shuttle to take you there. Please, save my people.
Toboro's new weapon must be stopped. The Jedi will protect your city.
I'm sending an emergency signal to the Republic. We need a science expert down here. If Toboro's telling the truth about Isotope 5, we're still stranded, and that Hutt's going to slaughter us all. Hurry to Tarlem and stop his droid.
What's the galaxy coming to? Hutts invading, planets cracking in half, and now whatever it was. Somebody tell me what that was.
It appeared to be a droid, Mayor.
Here I was, thinking it was a shiny Wookiee on stilts wearing turbo lasers for a hat. A droid indeed. Who the blazes are you?
I represent the Jedi. I was sent by Shalem Avesta to defend you from this attack.
In that case, welcome to Tarlam. This mace is already collapsing. Now, I've got wounded people everywhere, and all the working shuttle pads are outside town.
Shalem can get more shuttles for the evacuation.
What we really need is the one thing those Hutts won't give us. Time.
Mayor, we're getting emergency alerts. The Hutts are landing reinforcements, mercenaries, and more of those droids.
Lovely. I'm the one-legged woman at the droid kicking contest.
They're holding the shuttle pads. We'll never get off the mesa unless someone drives the enemy off.
Leave the Hutt forces to me. I'll open the routes out of here. You be ready to move your people.
Just clearing off the pads isn't enough, though. We need to stop the Hutts from landing more reinforcements until we've all evacuated.
We could erect energy shields, Mayor. Cover the pads so they can only be used for flying out.
Solaire, you're actually useful. If we got you some energy shields, could you set them up at each landing pad?
You can count on me. Complicated missions are my specialty. I'll clear the shuttle pads and make sure they won't work for the Hutts.
Gather the wounded, prep for evacuation on the double. We are leaving.
That's far enough, thank you. Jedi should recognize an inferior bargaining position when they see it, yes?
Please, the next groundquake could destroy this mesa. Kill us all.
Then let's keep the negotiations brief, We've done no harm to these people. All we seek is the droid's Isotope 5 power supply.
You're not taking anything. We destroyed that droid. We're keeping whatever's inside.
He's not bluffing. He'll kill me.
No time for debate. Let us have the Isotope 5 or we'll be forced to execute the prisoners. I'm sure no one wants that.
Whatever your mission is, it ended the moment you crossed me. Drop your weapons or die.
We cannot return empty-handed. If we must die, it will be as soldiers. Kill them!
The Imperial warned you this would happen. Why couldn't you just let them go?
I didn't kill these people. That Imperial did. And I made sure he paid for it.
I should contact Shalem. Let him know we're bringing wounded.
Thank goodness you're... Wait. Where's Mayor Erkins?
We have more problems than Toboro. Imperial forces came here to retrieve samples of Isotope 5. They killed the mayor.
What a loss. And now we have the Empire to contend with.
We're ready to evacuate, but many of our people were wounded in the attack.
We've established a medical triage center. I'm sending the coordinates, Hilaire. Get your people to it. I've also relocated to a new camp near the Ark construction site. I'm transmitting coordinates. Meet me here to plot our strategy.
Don't make this any more complicated than it has to be. Point me at Toboro, and I'll put an end to him.
If only it were that simple. A Republic engineer just arrived. He's analyzing the Ark schematics now. Get here as soon as you can.
Ah, you're here. Good news. Tarlem's refugees evacuated safely, and no fresh reports of Toboro's droids. You bought us time, and we'll need it. This is Gezadar, one of the Republic's top engineers, and a brave man for coming down here.
Of all the Jedi, you're the one I've been most excited to meet. I'd love to pick your brain about holocron design.
Have you verified Toboro's claim that the Ark will only run on Isotope 5?
I analyzed the Ark schematics. Despite them being borderline incomprehensible, I can now say with authority that they reveal Toboro's threat is authentic. The Ark was specifically built to run on Isotope 5. It's the only energy source capable of pushing that massive vessel through Makeb's atmosphere.
I still haven't heard a decent explanation for what that substance is. What makes Isotope 5 so special?
It appears to be a radioactive variant of Illyrium, unique to Makeb's planetary core. From what little I've examined, it's nearly a template element. Isotope 5 can be modified into all manner of useful configurations, including a potent fuel source. But I'm no expert.
Then we need the real brains behind the Hutt cartel's operations here. Dr. Juvard Ilip Ogorab. And we know where he is.
Whoa. The only 5-time winner of the Beodur Science Prizes on Makeb? Are you saying he designed the Ark?
Probably those droids, too. Dr. Ogorab has been holed up at the Sanctuary Research Complex since before his people invaded. If anyone knows about Isotope 5, it's him.
Sounds like we're headed for Sanctuary. We need a full briefing, and quick. I can feel the ground shifting while we stand here.
The Sanctuary Research Complex is one of the most advanced experimental laboratories in the galaxy. It's on an isolated mesa completely under HUD control.
There's no telling what sort of defenses a genius like Dr. Ogorab has there. And you'll be going in blind.
There are data access terminals on Sanctuary's testing grounds. Try accessing one. It might let you disable any unwelcome surprises. Otherwise, good luck.
I promise to stay alive. You'll be worried sick the whole time I'm gone, won't you?
I've been worried sick since before you landed on Makeb.
We're only getting one chance at this. We can't afford to be wrong about anything. Dr. Ogorab has the knowledge we need.
And please, for the love of science, don't hurt Dr. Ogorab. I didn't bring a way to preserve his brain.
It's high time you Republic agitators showed up.
Tomorrow and his brutes have this entire facility captive. I was wondering if you'd ever bother liberating it.
The Republic sent me here to protect its people from a Hutt invasion. The word you're looking for is Defender.
No offense intended. I'm confident you are quite the hero. There are many on this mesa being forced to work as slaves. We would be honored to aid your attack. We possess detailed data on the lethal security grid Tabaro installed across the mesa. We'll help you destroy it so you can enter the main complex, and we can escape.
If you have information, now's the time to share it. Things are about to get loud.
I am transmitting data on several key objectives. Each will provide you ample opportunity to convey your displeasure with Tabaro. Stand by. Follow those instructions precisely. You'll not only gain access to the main complex, you'll destroy Tabaro's security grid. We'll speak again when you breach the main complex entrance.
Tabaro's security grid is down. We're entering the main complex.
Splendiferous! You've eliminated many of that bully's unforgivably barbaric thugs, but more remain inside the complex. Once you've eliminated them and disabled any internal defenses, we will evacuate Sanctuary. Your heroics are most appreciated, and we will return the favor. It is obvious you came for the illustrious Dr. Ogorov. We're transmitting his coordinates so that you may quickly find him.
We're fighting over a dying planet. This madness must end. Let the Jedi help you negotiate peace and end this pointless conflict.
Churlish nincompoop. You can see why I was forced to lend my brilliance to your assault. I'm glad you're here. My apologies for the earlier subterfuge. A necessary contrivance. Tabaro seized control of my defenses and was watching me closely. But I am no one's prisoner.
You helped us defeat your own security grid. I thought your people only spoke in Huttese.
All Hutts can speak your language. We simply choose not to. Given the circumstances, I prefer to avoid linguistic misunderstandings. We have complementary goals. You want what Tabaro possesses, and I wish very much not to die here. Provide me with transport off this doomed planet. I will aid your efforts to recover the Isotope 5 fuel rods that power Tabaro's Ark.
You're the only halfway decent Hutt we've met in a while. I suppose that should count for something.
How fortunate for me that my brethren have profoundly lowered your expectations. I have a personal shuttle here. It's large enough to accommodate us all. Thanks to you, we can now fly. We should leave before Tabaro sends an army to kill us. Take me to your allies, and I will explain what must be done.
Doctor, it's such an honor. I'm so glad we weren't forced to kill you.
We held up our end of the bargain and got you to safety. Tell us about Isotope 5 and how to fuel the Ark.
Isotope 5. Tabaro's great discovery at the center of Makeb. Something truly unique in all the galaxy, and worth destroying this planet to obtain. Imagine a substance as light as shimmer silk, but stronger than Durasteel. It distorts gravity and electromagnetic fields so predictably that it can be refined into fuel. Isotope 5 has limitless potential to remake this galaxy. Those droids you battled were first-generation prototypes, playthings.
Isotope 5 is the cartel's key to becoming a galactic superpower. That's why they invaded Makeb, and why Tabaro won't back down.
He has staked the cartel's entire future on this world. He cannot fail here. I crafted a beautiful set of Isotope 5 fuel rods to power Tabaro's Ark. Some of my finest work, but you'll never see it. According to my data stream, Tabaro has increased mining production to maximum levels. Makeb's destruction will arrive far ahead of schedule. You have a spacecraft, yes? We should depart immediately.
We won't abandon millions of Makeb refugees. You said you could help us get the fuel rods back.
That was before I saw the latest updates on Tabaro's drilling operations.
The mining platforms are massive lasers drilling directly into the planet. Shutting them down would release core pressure and buy us time.
Attacking the mining platforms would be suicidal. Even worse, it might kill me. Wait, why do I get the feeling you're serious?
You just confirmed our next move. Stay put and hope we make it back.
Death by Tabaro or slow suicide with the Republic. Perhaps I have chosen poorly.
I fear it won't be as easy as flipping switches. The platforms and their control rooms will be heavily defended.
When it comes to body count, Makeb's groundquakes have nothing on me.
I suspect that's not an exaggeration. I'll have a transport to the mining platforms prepped for you immediately. Keep us apprised of your progress.
Você é moleque. Ouviu?
Thanks for the assist. Private Vandalic 8th Imperial Infantry. Might keep your distance. Insides leaking out.
Don't try to move. We'll transport you out of here.
Generous, but a waste of effort. Not much time. So listen. Wasn't always Imperial military. Born on Makeb. Caught wind of the Hutt takeover. And volunteered for this. Defend my old home.
You don't sound like a typical Imperial. Didn't realize the military was recruiting outside their space.
Was this, or mining? Bad choice, looking back. Orders were to steal Isotope 5. But I wanted to help your evacuation. Still have friends and family here. Shutting down drills, not enough. Need to open emergency release valves at Primary Control Center. Reduce core pressure.
Where is this primary control center? We'll go right away.
Have the coordinates. Controls are locked down. You'll need help. Use Slicer Spike in Control Center's mainframe. Override Hutt security lockout. Take control. Vent the core. Control Center's heavily guarded. Sorry, that part's on you. Please get my people off this rock.
Death is not the end. We are all simply echoes of the living force.
Nice thought. Wish I could stay.
Your hidden entrance appears to be unguarded, Doctor.
Of course. Tomorrow doesn't even know it exists. He has no eye for such exquisite detail. He is also despairingly predictable, and almost certainly ranting away in his throne room while clutching the fuel rods to his bosom. I am transmitting procedures to defeat the security protocols separating you from tomorrow. Follow them precisely. I'll be unable to reach you via holo after this.
We can take things from here. You've been most helpful. The Republic will remember your cooperation.
Perhaps your Supreme Chancellor will reward me with my own private laboratory. The planet Tisharon would be perfect. A last word of advice. Taboro asked for some rather unorthodox droid designs. It's possible he actually built a few. If so, good luck with them.
This world became part of the Republic the moment we landed here. You're the one wasting time, Taboro. I hope you've enjoyed your reign over the cartel, because it's ending right now. Any last words, Hut?
Hindi yayo banapi doha. Ras, kanuta peloltakas tulta, onnapa kissa, te kaja shrekkurolla, uoska kwa bobbana. Unnijoka, nutsa, chikawa una chichi tua.
Oh no, you don't. Nobody kills you but me. The Ark's fuel rods, as promised. Tomorrow's gone, along with his entire supply of isotope 5.
The whole planet felt it. Lambda says the explosion triggered a chain reaction in the planet's core. If you have unfinished business, better make it quick. I'll take the fuel rods and get our people to work installing them. I left a shielded shuttle here at the camp. It's your ticket off Makeb. The rest of us are taking the Ark.
We're in this together. If there's trouble, you'll need help. I'm sure the Ark can seat a few extra people.
The space is tighter than you can imagine. I appreciate the offer, but you've done more than enough for us. I hope we meet again on Keylander Station.
The fuel rods are in place. Power levels are at 80%. I hope it's enough.
It'll have to be. Lambda says there's a fissure opening directly beneath us. We're launching before the mesa collapses.
You're safe. When our scouts reported the catastrophe on the surface, we feared the worst.
The Republic just inherited several million people who need a new home.
Please meet me in Keylander Station's conference chamber. We have much to discuss.
The Supreme Chancellor requested a meeting.
Welcome back. I was informed that you survived a terrifying ordeal. You have my deepest admiration. Ah, here they are.
Millions of hungry mouths to feed and nothing to show for it. You pledged Makeb to us, Shalem, and you knew it was doomed.
We had no idea the planet was that unstable. Our offer was made in good faith.
My uncle is a businessman, Chancellor. But in this case, he's telling the truth.
You knew the groundquakes were getting worse. You used the Republic, knowing we'd be obligated to help your people even if you had nothing to offer in return.
What's done is done. We have a vessel filled with millions of refugees who need food, water, and medical treatment.
And a home. My people can't live on that Ark forever. They're packed in like cargo.
This is a debacle. We came here seeking resources to defeat the Sith Empire. Instead, we're walking away with debts and obligations.
What about the Hutt leaders? You negotiated a peace agreement with them, didn't you?
He's right. The cartel leaders have promised to support the Republic wholeheartedly.
So we have a worthless ally and a broken one. Still, the Hutts possess considerable wealth. Only the cartel leaders who needed rescuing agreed to this alliance. Fortunately, they possess most of the wealth and power. They'll neutralize any holdouts. With our new friend's wealth and warships, we've gained a substantial advantage over the Empire. That doesn't address the problem of Makeb's people, however. I need a solution.
The Hutts destroyed Makeb. It seems only fair they should pay the cost of caring for its refugees. We can hold their warships in reserve and use them to protect vulnerable systems. Meanwhile, the Hutts will build a colony for Makeb's people.
I had to twist your arm to call the Republic. Glad you finally swallowed that spirit of independence?
After everything we've been through, to receive such generosity. Thank you all.
The people of Makeb need someone guiding them to their new home. I think you're the right person for that job, Shalem.
I'm not. But you've shown me what a true leader looks like. I'll follow that example.
I want to speak with my operative in private. Please excuse us. You've made the best of an unfortunate situation. Well done. The Hutts want to be on the winning side of this war, and you've shown them who that is. We have you alone to thank for this alliance.
We still have plenty of fighting to do. The Empire isn't falling anytime soon.
Indeed. Which brings me to my next point. For too long, the Republic has wasted time reacting to the enemy. We must fight this war to win by going on the offensive. Savor this victory. Return to the war's front lines and press our advantage. Together, we will be triumphant.